It's been a while since I've done something like this, about 2 years now, and turns out I didn't miss too much. Just Six Flags and Cedar Fair merging, closing Six Flags America, selling multiple other parks, Saudi Arabia opening the world's tallest, longest, and fastest coaster, and Six Flags Great Adventure announcing the biggest spinning coaster ever. And just earlier this week, two of the most iconic roller coasters in the world closed, Kumba and Arie Force One. So I guess quite a bit, but let's take a specific look at both of those things in particular. Kumba closed, which was one of the most iconic coasters ever. You know, that one in all the math books? And we probably should have expected Fun Spot Atlanta to close, considering the average birthday party was more popular than that park, but it's still sad seeing that such a big ride is closing. But there's a bright side to both these things. Arie Force One has a high possibility of being relocated, and Busch Gardens already confirmed a very large investment coming soon, including Kumba's Revenge, which is a new coaster that is intending to keep the legacy of Kumba alive. Obviously, this ride meant a lot to the park and was one of the most iconic rides of all time. So let's start this return by talking about what Busch Gardens Tampa really is getting with Kumba's Revenge. And honestly, I think the answer is pretty obvious here. Looking at their lineup, Tampa really is in no desperate need of any ride in specific. They have all those holes filled. And with such a thrilling ride being removed, and them getting Phoenix Rising just 2 years ago, I expect a large record-breaking coaster, probably a Hyper or Giga. Obviously, with this ride keeping Kumba alive, I suspect a B&M. This has been a rumor since like 2020, and it would be the tallest and fastest coaster in Florida, and the biggest ride around, really, until Fury in North Carolina. They have the space back there, and this would be a huge draw, probably even pulling people from Orlando. I suspect a traditional B&M layout. B&M hasn't really been taking that many risks. Their last really daring coaster was Pipeline, and that was a few years ago now. They've been mainly focused on dive coasters and family coasters, so I doubt they stray too far from formula. Stuff like Orion, probably an out and back layout, a few airtime hills, a helix, a high brake run, you know the drill. But what I would really like to see with that B&M is that they keep the corkscrews, the most iconic part of Kumba, like how Alton Towers did. Or, if B&M is feeling daring, make this the first B&M Giga to go upside down. That would make this a really unique attraction. But what I would like to see even more than a B&M is a Vekoma or Mach Giga. Those two manufacturers have been the opposite of B&M lately, building crazy new daring rides. Take Hyperia, Voltron, Bakunawa for Mac, or all the new tilt coasters with Vekoma. Yes, I didn't do coaster-specific stuff for 2 years, but I still rode Siren's Curse, and I actually got to go to Universal, so yes, I rode Stardust. And I have a new number 1 with Velocicoaster. Stardust was a great ride, and Siren's is too. So these new gen Machs and Vekomas are very good. Both these manufacturers have broken 200 feet, so they could go higher. And we know those rides are already incredible. They could even do a Twister-style layout with the Giga and keep the inversions, since both these manufacturers are more daring than B&M. They could keep the interlocking corkscrews or even rebuild them into a new layout. That would keep Kumba's legacy alive for sure. So what would I like? Probably a Vekoma Giga, but what's realistic? A B&M. Maybe Arie Force One will get relocated there. That would be the craziest outcome. Speaking of which, let's talk about Arie now. So Fun Spot Atlanta closed down for financial reasons, with Arie Force One going with it. And honestly, people are going a little crazy over it. I'm worried about Hurricane. However, on the last rides, John Arie, the owner of Fun Spot, said he was determined for this not to be the actual last rides the coaster gives. Is it a possibility that the ride just gets dismantled and tossed? Yeah, but that's boring and makes this video super short, so let's play with the idea that it does get relocated. And honestly, I do think it will get relocated. Six Flags and Enchanted Park CEOs were seen riding the ride, talking with designer Joe Draves and John Arie. So let's go through the possibilities. I see a lot of people talking about Holiday World, and maybe I'm the only one that doesn't see that. Everyone is saying that it'll fit the 4th of July theme, and sure, it would. The problem is that the only open area in the 4th of July section was just taken up by Cannonball, Holiday World's newly announced water coaster. With Holiday World just spending a crap ton of money on Cannonball and eating up the space, do they really want to spend money moving this ride? They have space in other parts of the park, yeah, especially by Thunderbird, but I don't see this being a good financial choice for Holiday World, especially with Kentucky Kingdom just an hour away. Another one I see being brought up is Kings Island. Would this be awesome? Yes, and would probably give Kings Island the best coaster lineup on the planet. However, Kings Island still needs that launch coaster desperately, and while Kings Island absolutely has the land, I don't know if they have the terrain. Fun Spot Atlanta was completely flat, Kings Island is definitely not. Even the open vortex plot is very hilly, so I just don't see Kings Island getting this ride. The terrain is not right for it, and they have bigger needs than an RMC. However, let's do the good options now. Carowinds, while getting a big new 2027 ride with Rip Roarin' Falls, could use a ride in 2028. It's been 9 years since a big thrill coaster for them. They started clearing land back by Afterburn, and there is limited space here, but with some parking lot modifications in the back, it could easily fit Arie Force One. They could even keep the Air Force theme with it being located by Afterburn and Aeronautical Landing. This would be a great addition to the park. While I would love to see this happen, I don't think it's actually going to happen. They're already clearing land back there, which most likely means they already have plans for this spot in particular. Unless it's just seasonal maintenance, I doubt Arie Force 1 will be placed in this spot at Carowinds. There are some enchanted parks that I could definitely see snagging Arie Force 1 though. Dorney Park has a ton of space backed by Steel Force in the Dinosaurs Alive area, and Dorney when I visited in 2020 was a very nice park, just missing that standout ride, and I doubt Iron Menace is the standout ride. Arie would give them that, and would give some nice competition with Hershey and Wildcat's Revenge. Another one is Michigan's Adventure. They haven't gotten a new ride since 2008, and that was a relocated SLC. They could use better. And they have a ton of wooded space that could fit Arie Force 1. Give them this ride, and there could be a genuine reason to drive all the way up to Michigan. Shivering Timbers is good, but not worth a constant far drive. Arie Force 1 would get more people to this park, and would be cheaper than building a ground-up RMC. I could also see Worlds of Fun receiving this. Similar to Carowinds, they wouldn't even have to retheme it. They could place this ride right next to Patriot, and it could make for a great first impression coaster riding against the driveway into the park. Again, this is a park that needs a standout ride, and this would definitely give it to them. The final park I have in mind is Wild Adventures. Some people probably don't even know what this park is, and for good reason. It's in southern Georgia in the middle of nowhere, and it's more of a wildlife park. They have a few coasters, but their biggest are a Boomerang and SLC. So yeah, they could use this ride. They removed Cheetah a few years ago, so they have some room to build, and with it being in the same state, this would be the shortest relocation option for Arie Force 1. Again, this would be a huge ride to Wild Adventures, and we know Hershey has a good relationship with RMC already. They already have Lightning Rod and Outlaw Run, and they recently acquired Kentucky Kingdom with Wind Chaser. Clearly, Hershey likes RMC, so Arie Force 1 would be a natural fit here. But that's all my thoughts today. I hope I'll get to ride Arie Force 1 someday, and everyone on TikTok seems to be missing it already. As for Busch Gardens, a Giga is all but certain at this point. But consider liking, commenting, subscribing. It's nice to be back.